Time now for sports news on the news at 10 with Ayotunde Balogun.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
Time now for some sports news. Aqua United have emerged champions of the 2016 Nigeria Professional Football League pre-season tournament. The Nigeria Federation Cup winners played out a 0-0 draw with league champions Eyimba on the final day of the 5-day event decided at the Akwa Ibom International Stadium in Uyo. Aqua United thus finished top of the table with 9 points, while Eyimba came second with 8 points, same as Nasarawa United, who also earned 8 points, but with superior goal difference. Warrior Wolves ended the tournament in fourth with 7 points. The points gathered by the 4 teams were calculated over 2 rounds of event, with the first one held in Kaduna in January and the second this month.
Match day 6 of the Super 4. It is equally over for Super 4 2016, and it is Aqua United that are the lords and masters here.
The Confederation of African Football has announced its backing for Sheikh Salman Al Khalifa of Bahrain for the FIFA presidency. The announcement was made in Kigali, Rwanda, where the CHAN 2016 tournament is being held. UEFA Secretary General Gianni Infantino, former FIFA executive Jérôme Champagne of France, and South African businessman Tokyo Sexwale and Jordan's Prince Ali Al Hussein will contest Salman for the top post to replace Mr. Sepp Blatter. Salman and UEFA Secretary General Infantino are seen as the strongest candidates to win the February the 26th election by FIFA's 209 member countries. Africa is seen as key in the election set for the 26th of this month, as the Confederation has the highest number of votes with 54 of the 209 votes available. Suspended FIFA President Sepp Blatter will attend his February the 16th appeal hearing against an 8-year ban from football. Mr. Blatter's appeal will be heard by FIFA's Appeals Committee just 10 days before the Extraordinary Congress in Zurich on February the 26th, when the vote will be held to appoint a new president of the World Football Governing Body. In boxing, world heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder plans to get Alexander Povetkin out of the way in April as he continues his mission to unify the division. Povetkin is the mandatory challenger for Wilder's WBC belt, and the American says there is no truth in suggestions that he will vacate the title to go after the new IBF champion Charles Martin. Instead, he wants to return to the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, where he beat Artur Szpilka last month to deal with his Russian rival. And that's a wrap in sports news. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. The news at 10 continues shortly.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
Officials and activists are fearful that tens of thousands of Syrian refugees are moving towards the border with Turkey. The refugees are fleeing the heavy fighting near the city of Aleppo. Here's Cynthia with more.
Well, thank you. This has been confirmed by the Turkish Prime Minister, who believes as many as 70,000 people could be heading to the border. However, a monitoring group put the number at about 40,000. Turkey has also confirmed that it has activated an emergency protocol allowing for the rapid processing of refugees. Then, a few hours after AU forces withdrew from Mersa in the Somali capital Mogadishu, Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab has allegedly taken control of the port city. Mersa is now the biggest town under Al-Shabaab control, and analysts deem the loss as one of the biggest setbacks for the African Union force in its decade-long battle against Al-Shabaab. Finally, El Nino is causing a lot of trouble for parts of Africa, including Zimbabwe and Ethiopia. Things have escalated to the point that the president of Zimbabwe has declared a state of disaster in rural parts of the country hit by a drought. More than a quarter of Zimbabwe's total population is in dire need of food, and President Mugabe is looking to provide food aid as quickly as possible. That's the foreign news wrap-up. The news at 10 continues shortly.
On entertainment news tonight, singing couple Tunde and Wumi Obe have a word of advice for young artists. Here is Maiwa Gundele with details and, of course, other entertainment stories.
Many thanks. On Entertainment News tonight, producer of 2015's biggest Nollywood movie 50, Mo Abudu, has called on the government to support the creative industry, noting it has the potential to become a huge money spinner for the economy. In an exclusive interview with Entertainment News, she made an example of the drama, which has made over 70 million naira in cinema revenue.
I would suggest really that they invest more in building the creative sector because we can fast track so much. It's already exportable, it's already there.
Singing couple Tunde and Wunmi Obe, popularly known as Two, have advised younger artists not to throw all caution to the wind in their quest for success. The Ire singers made the comment in the face of various controversies facing the entertainment industry and advised that artists should be more careful about their images beyond the moment before making desperate moves.
In our time, there was no internet. Now every little mistake you make in your life is documented for life. How much of these stunts would you want your children to read about when they're 18? How proud of you would you think they would be?
Singer Shaisha Dimo of the Love Me Jeje fame is currently working on a remix for the 90s hit track alongside American songstress K. Michelle. The pair have shot a music video for the collaboration, which was imagined by director Sheson Oguro and shot in Atlanta, that's in the United States. The remix was produced by Shizzy. Founder of R&B funk band Earth, Wind and Fire, Maurice White, has died in Los Angeles at the age of 74. According to White's publicist, Mark Young, the singer died at his home on Wednesday night from natural causes. White had been battling Parkinson's disease since 1994. Earth, Wind and Fire was founded by White in 1969 after he moved from Chicago to Los Angeles, and it was active until 1994 when he stopped touring with the band due to Parkinson's disease. And that's it on Entertainment News. Many thanks for watching. The news at 10 continues shortly.
And the main news again. The Supreme Court today dismissed Senate President Bukola Saraki's appeal challenging the validity of his trial by the Code of Conduct Tribunal on charges of false assets declaration. In his reaction, Senator Saraki said that he is disappointed at the Apex Court's verdict. President Muhammad Buhari has confirmed that 2.2 trillion naira of the nation's funds have been saved since the introduction of the Treasury Single Account, the TSA. And the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission today arrested a senior advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Ricky Tafa, for alleged obstruction of justice. Mr. Tafa allegedly hid two of his clients who were being investigated by the EFCC. And that's how it's been on the news at 10 tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for being a part of it. I am Gimba Umar. On behalf of the entire production team, have a splendid night rest. Good night.